Namaste students, this is your Rupa ji. Welcome to class 8th mathematics class. In previous session we started chapter 10 parallel lines. We gave introduction and also solved worksheet 1. To solve worksheet 1 we applied two conditions. Let us recall what are those two conditions. First one, if two parallel lines are cut by a transversal, then the pairs of corresponding angles are equal. Pairs of alternate interior as well as exterior angles are equal. Interior angles on the same side of the transversal are supplementary. This is the first condition. If two parallel lines, consider from the figure here, look at the figure, L and M, these two are parallel lines cut by a transversal, a line which cuts two parallel lines at a different point, then this line we call as a transversal line. T is the transversal. Then the pairs of corresponding angles are equal. Pairs of corresponding angles are equal. Here in this figure, angle 1 and angle 5 are corresponding angles. Similarly, angle 2, angle 6 are corresponding angles. Angle 4, angle 8, angle 3 and angle 7 are corresponding angles. So when these two are parallel, nothing but L and M are parallel, T is the transversal, always pair of corresponding angles are equal, which implies that angle 1 always equal to angle 5, angle 2 equal to angle 6, angle 4 equal to angle 8. Angle 3 equal to angle 7. Always corresponding angles are equal when these two are parallel to each other. Second, pairs of alternate interior as well as exterior angles are equal. Pairs of alternate interior as well as exterior angles are equal. From this figure, interior angles here are angle 2, angle 3, angle 5, angle 8. Here they are saying pairs of alternate nothing but opposite angles. Alternate interior means the angle should be interior and they are opposite to each other. Then we can say that those are alternate interior angles. Angle 5 equal to angle 3, angle 8 equal to angle 2. These are alternate interior angles. Alternate interior angles always equal. Similarly, exterior angles. Angle 1, angle 4, angle 6, angle 7. These are exterior angles, outside. Exterior means outside. Exterior angles. Alternate exterior angles are equal. Alternate nothing but opposite. Exterior means outside. Opposite outside angle should be equal. Here angle 1 opposite to angle 7. Then these two are equal. Angle 1 equal to angle 7. Angle 4 equal to angle 6. These are alternate exterior angles are equal. Then third condition, interior angles on the same side of the transversal are supplementary. Interior angles on the same side of the transversal are supplementary. Interior angles on the same side of the transversal. Same side means it should be a left side or it should be a right side. From this figure, interior angles 2 and 5 are interior angles and also they are same side of the transversal. When the sum of these two angles is equal to 180 degree, then we can say that these two are supplementary angles. Then interior angles on the same side of the transversal are always supplementary. Angle 5 plus angle 2 which is equal to 180 degree. Similarly, angle 3 plus angle 8 equal to 180 degree. These two are supplementary angles. Interior angles on the same side of the transversal are always equal. Second condition, if a transversal cuts a pair of lines in such a way that the angles of any pair of corresponding angles are equal, or the angles of any pair of alternate interior or exterior angles are equal, or the angles of any pair of interior angles on the same side of transversal are supplementary, then the lines are parallel. Vice versa, children. First condition what we discussed, that reverse here. If a transversal cuts a pair of lines, pair of lines given, children, not parallel lines, pair of lines, in such a way that angles of any pair of corresponding angles are equal. Any corresponding pair of angles equal, or angles of any pair of alternate interior angles are equal, or angles of any pair of interior angles on the same side of the transversal are supplementary, then we can say that the given two lines are parallel to each other. So by applying these two conditions, we solved worksheet 1. Now we are going to solve worksheet 2. Before going to start the worksheet 2, again two conditions are there, children. Let us discuss what are those. Let us know more about parallel lines. Here, lines parallel to a given line. Look at the figure. L is parallel to M, and also L is parallel to N. L is parallel to M and L is parallel to N. Angle 1 and angle 2. Angle 1 and angle 2 corresponding to line L and M. Line L is parallel to line M. Angle 2 and angle 1, they are corresponding angles. Then we can say that these two are equal. Yes, in previous we discussed that when the two lines are parallel to each other, a line transversal cuts are given two parallel lines, then the corresponding angles are equal. So here angle 1 and angle 2 are equal because they are corresponding angles corresponds to line L and M. And angle 3 equal to angle 1. Here they said L is parallel to N. Line L is parallel to line N. Then angle 3 and angle 1 are corresponding angles with respect to line L and line N. Then these two are also equal. Then we can write angle 2 is equal to angle 1. Angle 3 is equal to angle 1. See, we can write that, which implies that angle 2 is equal to angle 1 is equal to angle 3. Nothing but line M is parallel to line L and also which is parallel to line N. So here angle 2 equal to angle 1 equal to angle 3, and these are pairs of corresponding angles. Hence the lines M is parallel to L and also M is parallel to N. Here M is parallel to N, N is parallel to L. So we can conclude that lines parallel to a given line in a plane are parallel to each other. Lines parallel to a given line in a plane, they are parallel to each other. So if these two are parallel and these two are parallel, then the line M is also parallel to a third line. This is the one more condition on parallel lines. Next, two lines in the same plane perpendicular to a given line are parallel to each other. Here, two lines in the same plane perpendicular to a given line are parallel to each other. Two lines, consider these two lines. I am going to give name as L and M. Line L, two lines in the same plane perpendicular to a given line. Line L is perpendicular to this line. This line give as T. Line L is perpendicular to T. Line M is perpendicular to line T. Then lines are parallel to each other. These two, L and M, line L and line M are parallel to each other. This is the another one more condition. One more time I will explain. Two lines in the same plane perpendicular to a given line. Perpendicular nothing but it forms 90 degree. perpendicular to a given line are parallel to each other. Parallel to each other. Then L is parallel to M when L makes a perpendicular on a given line and also M makes a perpendicular to the same line, then these two lines L and M are parallel to each other. This is the one more condition. By applying these two conditions, we are going to solve worksheet 2. Now let us solve worksheet 2 first question. In the figure, L parallel to M and P perpendicular to L and Q perpendicular to M. Show that P is parallel to Q. P parallel to Q. Give reasons for your answer. Here they given in the figure. In the figure, L is parallel to M. This is the symbol for parallel. L parallel to M. Line L parallel to line M. And also given P is perpendicular to L. This is the symbol for perpendicular. Perpendicular symbol. Nothing but a line which makes 90 degree on the another line. Then we can say that the given line is perpendicular to the another line. 90 degree. It forms a 90 degree. P perpendicular to line L. Q line perpendicular to line M. Show that you have to prove P is parallel to Q and also give reason for your answer. Here in the figure, L is parallel to M. P makes perpendicular on the line L. Q makes perpendicular on the line M. Now you have to show P and Q. These two lines are parallel to each other. And also you have to give reason for your answer. Solution. Given. What given? L is parallel to M. Write down. L is parallel to M. Here P makes perpendicular on line L. Nothing but here this is 90 degree. So write down this is angle 1. Here also write down angle 2, angle 3. Angle 1 and angle 2. So what type of angles these are? These are corresponding angles. Always corresponding angles are equal when the given two lines are parallel to each other. Nothing but L and M all line L and line M are parallel to each other given already. Then P perpendicular to line L. Nothing but if you extend this line, it acts as a transversal for line L and M. Then here angle 1 and angle 2 make corresponding angles. Always these two are equal. Angle 1 already given that P is perpendicular to L. Nothing but angle 1 forms 90 degree. Angle 1 and angle 2 are equal. Nothing but angle 2 we can write 90 degree. Yes, angle 2 is 90 degree. Then angle 3 is also 90 degree because Q makes perpendicular on line M. Q perpendicular on line M given. Q is perpendicular to M. Nothing but here angle 3 is equal to 90 degree. Angle 3 equal to 90 degree because Q makes perpendicular on the line M. So write down angle 3 equal to 90 degree given. Given nothing but from the Q perpendicular to M. From this we can write angle 3 equal to 90 degree. Here angle 2 plus angle 3 equal to 90 degree plus 90 degree equal to 180 degree. Why we can write angle 2 plus angle 3? Because just look at this figure. Line P and line Q on the line M. Nothing but this is P line. This is Q line, which is perpendicular to the given line M. Here it forms 90 degree. Angle 3 forms 90 degree. Nothing but when 90 plus 90, 180 degree. The angles on the same side of the transversal interior angles will make 180 degree. Then these two are supplementary. We can say that angle line P is parallel to line Q. So similarly here angle 2 and angle 3, these are the interior angles, are supplementary each other, nothing but angle 2 plus angle 3 is equals to 180 degree. Supplementary nothing but 180 degree. Sum of these two angles equal to 180 degree. Then angle M act as a transversal. We can say that angle line P is parallel to line Q. So angle 2 plus angle 3 is equals to 90 plus 90. Angle 2 is 90 degree, angle 3 90 degree given already. Sum of these two equal to 180 degree, nothing but supplementary angle. We can say that P line parallel to Q. So therefore P is parallel to Q. So you have to give reason. Reason is if interior angles on the same side of transversal are supplementary, then the lines are parallel. Interior angles on the same side of the transversal, these two are same side of the transversal, they are supplementary, then the two lines are parallel to each other. So we proved P is parallel to Q and also we gave reason. So this completes worksheet 2, question number 1. Now let us move to question number 2. What can you say about the quadrilateral ABCD given in figure? Is it a rectangle? Justify your answer. For question number 1, what we took figure, that figure only we have to consider for the question number 2. Here they are asking that what can you say about the quadrilateral ABCD? ABCD. ABCD is a closed figure having 4 lines. We can say ABCD is a one quadrilateral. Is in the given figure, is it a rectangle? They are asking that ABCD is a rectangle, and also you have to justify your answer. So you have to show that ABCD is a rectangle. To show ABCD is a rectangle, first you have to show all the angles in the rectangle should be 90 degree. Here angle 2, angle 3, angle 4 and angle 5 mentioned in the given figure. Write down angle 2, angle 3, angle 4 and angle 5. Now you have to show that these angles are equal to 90 degree. Each angle equal to 90 degree. Then we can say that the closed figure ABCD is a rectangle. It is a type of quadrilateral. What type of quadrilateral? Rectangle. Now to show this one, already we proved that L is parallel to M. L is parallel to M. And also we proved that angle 2 is 90 degree. And angle 3 also 90 degree. We proved in the question number 1. Now L is parallel to M, then P line act as a transversal. Then interior angle, sum of the interior angles always supplementary. Angle 5 plus angle 2 is equals to 180 degree. So write down angle 2 plus angle 5 which is equal to 180 degree. Angle 5 is equals to 180 minus 90 degree because angle 2 value is 90 degree. When you take to the RHS, it becomes minus. 180 minus 90, we got 90 degree. Angle 5, how much we got? 90 degree. Similarly, here L is parallel to M and Q line act as a transversal. Then angle 4 and angle 5, these are the interior angles. Always interior angles on the same side of the transversal are supplementary. Then angle 4 plus angle 3 always equal to 180 degree. So angle 4 equal to 180 minus angle 3. Angle 3 what value we got here? 90 degree. So 180 minus 90 is equals to 90 degree. Angle 4 we got 90 degree. Nothing but angle 2, angle 3 already 90 degree we proved. Angle 5 and angle 4 we got 90 degree. Then all the angles angle 2, angle 3, angle 4, angle 5 are equal to 90 degree, then we can say that ABCD is a rectangle. ABCD is a rectangle. So, in quadrilateral ABCD, angle 2, angle 3, angle 4 and angle 5 equal to 90 degree. So, ABCD is a rectangle. So, we justified our answer ABCD is a rectangle by showing all the angles equal to 90 degree. This completes question number 2 from worksheet 2.